Hi, it's John Binney. Happy Tuesday. Woo! We're going to Naked Revive, where we'll come alive. Come along to Naked Revive. You'll do so much more than survive. And I've been working on words that rhyme with revive. Can you see that maybe I just need to decide on the song for Naked Revive? Come along to help you feel alive. So yeah, it is Tuesday. Welcome to Scotland on a sunny day. And I am driving in my camper van, heading out from the seaside town of Dunbar. And although I don't live right next to the sea, I'm really close, just maybe 5 minutes walk, maybe 7 minutes walk. And we're heading over to the historical market town of Haddington, East Lothian, Scotland. Come along, it's a beautiful place. And it is a special day today because, tell me John, why is it a special day? Because I have one of my clients is coming all the way from Hawaii they're visiting from Hawaii and will be receiving a couple of treatments from me, 2 psychic treatments. So excited for that. Can't wait to meet them. We'll be chatting a bit about logistics and meeting up. If they, I'll definitely ask if they'd like to share anything about their journey, about their story. Then that'd be a lot of fun. Or even just a photo or a selfie together would be lovely. But really just marking the moment. And it's just been such a wonderful experience doing my work at Naked Revive. And that's my main focus today. Excuse me, well, that wasn't too loud. My main focus today is those my visiting clients. And in the morning, I basically just turn up, and even if I don't have bookings, but I did, to be fair, I booked out that time so that people couldn't book it, because I just wanted to be. I didn't want to be like all exhausted, especially with the same client with 2 back-to-back sessions. I think my feeling is will be quite intense. So I just want to make sure that I've got plenty of energy for that. And I don't have any online sessions afterwards or anything, so that'll be me for the day afterwards, which is great because Saturday I drove out to Dundee, saw friends, camped overnight. Sunday I was all day in Indian head massage training and then an assessment, and then drove back a couple of hours from Dundee and got home. And then last night I was doing a few client sessions and the YouTube live stream and a lot of like website updates and fixes. And then I was doing my training, my higher self foundational training till 11:45 last night. So, and then up at 5. But I was very sensible when I got to bed. I literally just turned on my alarm and went to sleep. None of this sitting on your phone, and sometimes I do this thing where I'm like, oh, I worked so hard today, I deserve like 30 minutes of watching YouTube shorts or something. And not last night. I was like, I'm good. And I think what shocked me a little bit was when I woke up this morning, I felt less tired than I did getting home at 9 p.m. the day before from driving back from Dundee for a couple of hours. So that was really interesting to observe these differences in my body. And I think receiving training is pretty intense. The foundational training was lovely, just such a lovely class, and a big class. Well, for me, everyone's just so, how to describe it, very caring, and lots of people were sharing their experiences while I was talking in the chat, which was fantastic. So that, the Zoom chat, you could share, just encouraging people to say hello to each other and share what their experience is. And at the very end, once the kind of hour is done, I just stayed on for like 15-20 minutes to answer any questions, share any experiences, and really, really fascinating experiences from people. I had an experience where I don't think this has happened to me in like almost 30 years. Was this Kundalini like energy flowing up the back of my neck. And you know how a caterpillar, let me make motions with my hand. It's almost like, this is my impression of a caterpillar. It's like it kind of worms like that. That's what it felt like, but across the width of the back of my neck, just below the hairline, and it was like going like this. And it wasn't like, an energy or an entity touching me on the outside. It was definitely on the inside. It felt like like a reflex. What do you call it? A capillary action. That's what it is. A capillary action. Where there's so many functions of our body that do that, right? Like they go through this kind of pulsing, and it's like a way of these hand motions. Hi, I'm John. Hi. So yeah, I think that was really lovely to experience. And other people just sharing their experiences of different chakras, different things they heard or felt or saw, and it's just a blessing. And it also helped me remember that as a teacher, as a mentor, as a trainer in that role when you're running a training course, it felt like my classes are gifts to me. The people, it's like the universe has gone out and handpicked all the people that would be best suited for me. And there's just this like really, I think what I'm trying to describe is I felt held by my class. I felt that the class are just wonderful and just a really beautiful, like unity-like energy. And I don't want to, play down my own part of that. Of course, I'd like to think every client, every class is a reflection of myself, and I feel like a match. And that was just wonderful to acknowledge. And so I'm very grateful if you're listening and you're in the foundational training class. Thank you for coming along. Tomorrow I'm running the first 5th Dimension Ascension classes, where we're practicing a range of different teachings, and it's all focused on practicals, and it's really low cost. It's £18.88 for the Great British Pounds, or pound sterling as we call it. And we'll be focusing on deepening our meditation practice, and depending on the content and who attends, I'd love to be able to share that experience as well. I think doing it, like share either some or all the video, I think would be lovely. Even if it's my Higher Self membership group or YouTube members, I think it'd be a really lovely gift to give to people. And you could attend these sessions, and it would be like you're going through the foundational training without the online coursework and without like a dedicated class, knowing that different people come along each time, but at a fraction of the price. And it just really excites me to be able to offer this and just try it out, see how it feels. I did record a load of videos on my drive up to Dundee. Some were largely non-coherent. So when I was tired, and it's really fascinating, right? Like driving when you're fatigued is or should I say, I don't think I was irresponsible driving. It's actually quite well rested before I drove, but I suffer from, it's almost like driving like narcolepsy, where you're like, you know, your body feels very relaxed, and scientists think that it's to do with the vibration of the vehicle, and I think that also explains why I get sleepier in a camper van or motorhome, is because they vibrate a lot more. They've got bigger engines and less soundproofing and cushioning and stuff. So anywho, I recorded some videos. I have uploaded a couple of those and one's real long, onto my YouTube channel for members. And it's really in part just to give something to the members that I feel is very deep and very personal, and to thank you, but also just aware that not everyone wants to engage with an hour and a half of me doing this, and I haven't quite figured out the magic balance of either using my AI sound filter, which absolutely gets rid of all the background noise, but it kind of chops up a little bit of my voice as well. It's a little bit too aggressive. And then there's also just not filtering it out, and you can hear the background noise. And it's funny because I think our human brains are actually really good at filtering out background noise. So as long as it's fairly consistent. Yeah, excited for today. It is really cold. It's like -2 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I did learn the other day that 0 is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's an interesting reference, like it's below that. It's below 32. And it's nice to get my camper van out for a little drive after my big long trip. I did manage to clean it just before I drove back, but I still have the exciting job of emptying the toilet, which maybe is not something you really want to hear about. You definitely don't want to see a video about. Yeah, it is going to be a really beautiful day, and I am open to, in the morning, if someone comes along into my room and is interested in especially a taster session, and especially not a psychic session, if it was just I feel like I could do reflexology and Swedish massage and Indian head massage without the psychic work, like all day, like back-to-back sessions. I think I'd find that much easier. When I'm doing the psychic work, it's definitely much more draining. But it's just progressively becoming less and less draining. When I first started, I couldn't do more than 1 or 2 sessions a week, and now I can do, probably a healthy balance is something like 2 to 3 sessions in a day. And I'm sometimes doing like 5 or 6 hours of psychic work in a day, and yeah, it's a lot. It's very demanding on your energy levels, but I love it. I really love it, and it's just an honor to be able to help people and to earn a living. And what else is going on? This week we'll be going out with my in-laws for dinner, which is nice. I do have some time off on Thursday and Friday, which is great because it'll help me catch up. I'm also working, tomorrow morning I'll begin working on my case study for, the writing part. It's a research case study for Swedish massage, and it's where you have to find some research papers that talk about different techniques of massage, and have presumably some sort of positive result in the study that they're writing about, and then you have to copy those same techniques and like monitor them and measure them through your case study and references and so on. So I think it'll be really interesting. I did it for reflexology. There was a lot less. There was a lot less. Splashing at that guy. There was a lot less research on reflexology, and I think it's because it's as far as companies are concerned, they're not really interested in. They find it hard to make money from people, doing literally a hands-on service like that. They prefer to sell machines or drugs. So, unsurprisingly, there's not a lot of research about it. But what research does exist is it's super compelling. And I guess in some respects we shouldn't be that surprised, right? Because it's been around for thousands of years. It's on the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and pyramids. So it's like, as a species, we can't have been wrong for literally thousands of years. Otherwise, we would have stopped doing it. So yeah, I find that fascinating, and yeah, I do really enjoy learning a bit more. Like, so much of this feels like integrating it with the rest of the world, and it's quite fascinating. Like, it does feel at some point I'll be doing some sort of, there'd be some study into the effects of how I help clients with what I call quantum psychic healing that I've developed. I was having a really fascinating chat with Viviani on our YouTube live yesterday, and we talked very briefly about Reiki. I've never trained in it, but she has, and what I was really fascinated about was, she said, the commonality is we still use source energy and work with chakras. And it's like, that's interesting. And then, but with Reiki, as I understand it, you're not really trained to talk to spirit guides, to do past life healing, to astral travel, light language, soul retrieval. It's just like a glimpse into some of the work I do. So I think that's a really fascinating experience to learn more about these other modalities. And I do really enjoy like the crossovers between the blended service that I offer of psychic reading and reflexology, massage, Indian head massage. It's a lot of fun to explore. Isn't it beautiful here? Everything looks so beautiful in the sunshine, but it is so cold. And yeah, I also posted, so there's a free meditation I posted last night, and it's all about yesterday around midday, actually, UK time. It was all about the helping protect yourself against from fear, and let me just find a good space and what's going on in the world. I'm going to reverse down to one of these. So it's called Rise Out of Fear, that meditation. So feel free to check it out. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, right? And I know you might think, oh, it's just Johnny just lives in a little, it's a bit like Braveheart or The Hobbit, living in Scotland, and it's not really like that. It's not that different. It's like a smaller version of the US. Everything's smaller. Everything's smaller here. And just reversing back. Right, well, that's me. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. It's been a lot of fun, and excited today to experience more. Oh, the sunshine, sunshine! Experience more and see my visiting clients. Take care, everyone. Sending love. Bye.